Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, just wanted to give y'all an insight on Omad dieting. Well, an insight on my perspective of Omad dieting. I tried a lot of diets, a lot of workout plans, a lot of this, a lot of that, and I was pretty consistent with the workouts, the weightlifting, the not much cardio. I wouldn't consider running on the treadmill much cardio compared to like what I've learned now. Um, yeah, so the consistency as far as weightlifting was there. I think my main issue why I failed or wasn't as productive with a lot of the diets before this was the actual diet. And I kept on looking at a lot of stuff like it's a diet, it's a diet, it's a diet. It's not really a diet. It shouldn't be considered a diet. For you to make the progress that you want to make and accomplish what you want to accomplish, it can't be considered a diet. And for most aspects, a diet is like, okay, I'm gonna do this for a little bit of time, and I'm gonna be able to fit into my wedding dress. I'm gonna be able to fit into my tuxedo. I'm gonna be able to look good for the high school reunion or prom or whatever it is. I want to be able to look good for this. I want to be able to look good for that. But those situations where it considers as diets don't really last long. And for me, I'm speaking for me, it really wasn't effective. I'm actually sitting on the side of the road now. My truck broke down at work. Truck broke down. Waiting on either a tow truck or some type of help to come fix what's wrong with the truck. But yeah, like I said, those like the short term goal as far as diets. Yeah, if you want to try and fit into a wedding dress, whatever situation might be, you might go on I'm going on a 3-month diet and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, yada yada yada. But it'll work. But then once you stop, you'll be right back at square one. You know what I mean? So I got into it and I didn't look at it as a diet no more. I had to look at it like it's a lifestyle change. And to be frank with you, it's one of the best decisions I ever made as far as like weight loss. Like before I started weight loss period, which is probably back in 2015. We're now in 2018, November 26th are we at right now? 2018. I started back in like October 15, or was it 16? It might have been 16. And to give you a background, the reason I even started, and as far as the weight goes, I was about if I remember correctly, I was about 280 at the time. I'm 6'2". I was 280 pounds at the time when I started. So now the reason I even started that was because throughout the night, as I'm sleeping, I wake up and I'm out of my sleep, and it's like my air stopped circulating through, you know what I mean, like flowing through, like my cardiovascular system, like my throat closed up, whatever situation might be, and I'm jumping out of my sleep, running through the house, trying to gasp for air, trying to hit my chest for me to start breathing again. And this is happening during sleep. So, and it was happening on such a frequent occasion that I took time out and went to go see a doctor and explain to him how scary that is for you to jump out of your sleep and can't breathe. Like, I'm getting emotional talking about it, but it was scary, real scary. And yeah, so I went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me the idea that I may have something called sleep apnea. Now, for a lot of people, sleep apnea might not be that serious, or some people don't even know that they have it. And it doesn't have to include what I went through, the closing of my throat and I couldn't breathe and all that. It could be a variety of things. Even extremely loud snoring is an effect of sleep apnea. And weight gain is effective sleep apnea. Falling asleep during the day, random hours, is a form of sleep apnea. So the doctor set me up with a test that I had to sleep with some type of monitoring device over a course of a night. So he got the thing sent to me. The guy came out. He brought it to the house. He showed me how to use the machine and told me exactly what it was supposed to do. It's a machine that you put over your heart, and it's like something that checks you attach it around your chest, and it goes by your heart, and then there's something in another mask that you put on that you're supposed to keep on while you're sleeping. To make a long story longer, I did it. Sent the machine back. It took like a couple of days for the results to come in. The doctor called me and said, "Yeah, you need to come see me, and you might want to come see me as soon as possible." So that scared the crap out of me. So now I go to the doctor. The doctor says, "Yeah, man, yeah, what I suspected that I told you about that sleep apnea, you definitely have it, and you have it, and it's one of the more severe forms that I ever seen." I said, "What do you mean, doc? What's going on here? Like, is this like life-threatening?" He said, "In most cases, probably not, but it can be. I could see where it can be life-threatening." I said, "So, doc, explain to me what's going on here." He says, so the machine, it detects pretty much your heart rate and your heartbeat and your breathing patterns. And it monitors it, and it gives me a certain number of the times you stop breathing and suffering with the closed throat thing for the hour. I said, "Okay, so what's going on?" He said, "Yo, in 60 minutes, you stop breathing 47 times." I said, "What do you mean?" He said 47 times for a time of more than 4 seconds in an hour. I said, 47 times, doc? He said, "Yeah, that's kind of severe." So how do I stop that? The doc said, treatment for that is just to sleep with this machine on that keeps your cardiovascular system open, and you'll sleep with it. I said, "For how long?" He said, "For most people, it's permanent for the rest of their lives." I said, "Doc, nah, man, I wasn't born with it. I didn't have this forever. How did I develop it?" He said, "It could be from a variety of things, man. Stress, weight gain, just anything could develop." I said, "Weight gain?" I said, "Yo, so listen, at my weight now, you think that'll probably be the reason why this is happening?" He said, "Listen, for your age, your height, you're maybe about 100 pounds overweight." I said, 100 pounds, doc? He said, "Yeah, you're about 100 pounds overweight. Just, just by statistics wise and health wise, you're supposed to be around 180 pounds, 190 pounds for your age and your height." I said, "Oh, shit." So I said, "Doc, you think if I lose some weight, I'll be able to control the sleep apnea thing?" He said, "Listen, I won't say yeah and I won't say no, but anything's worth a shot." So from that day, I left the doctor, and that shit scared the crap out of me. And I said it scared me good, because at the time I had a 2-year-old, and I loved him to death. And the thought of me not being around for him was more scary than anything. So what I did was I started doing the research on how to lose weight. And I'm thinking, all right, cool, I'm gonna drop about 30 pounds in this 1 month, yada, 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 yada. Before I did the research, I thought it was gonna be that easy to lose weight. I'm gonna drop this 30 pounds in this month, yada, yada. I'm gonna change my life, yada, yada. Boy, was I wrong. I was extremely wrong. And what we fail to realize is us gaining weight took a very long time. Nobody gains 30 pounds in a month through normal activity, normal day activity. So to lose 30 pounds in a month is like extreme, and it's very unhealthy. I thought it was just the best thing in the world, but like I said, I went on ahead and did the research. I found out some things that I never knew the importance of calories, and I learned how calories work. 3,500 calories is a pound of weight, either gained or lost. No matter how you look at it, 3,500 calories is a pound of weight gained or lost. So I started monitoring how to intake calories. Throughout all this, I was going to the park and I was walking for a half hour. Started off as a half hour, then it went up to 45 minutes, then it went to an hour, then it went to an hour and a half. Even some days I was able to do 2 hours walking in the park. I mean, doing laps and laps and laps. Throughout that time, counting calories, and I told myself I was gonna stay under. Because I did the math and then did the research, and then they said for me to maintain weight at my age and yada, 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 how the thing works up, it's like around 2,500 calories. For me to lose weight, I got to eat about 2,000 calories. I wanted to go above and beyond, so I told myself I'm going to add all my calories up for the day. I'm only doing 1,800 calories. So I found out what type of foods to eat. Now, of course, 1,800 calories is calories. So I'm like, all right, cool. As long as I only eat 1,800 calories, I'm good. Now, with that being said, it's tough going from eating whatever you want, whenever you want, to figure out eating 1,800 calories to last you, let's say, a period that you're up for the day, say maybe 16 hours for the day, 16, 18 hours for the day. How do you pack in 1,800 calories and only do 1,800 calories? I had to do the research on the food. What type of food to eat. That was difficult. This all was taking time. And as time went on, I learned the combination of food and cardio to do. And I went on ahead, I did it. And I was able to stick with it. So in October, I want to say 2016, October 2016 is when I started. By the time I got to about January, February, from 280, I was probably down to about 265, which was great to me. So I kept going. But May comes now. May, I'm about maybe 245 in May. And I said, all right, listen, I'm doing a lot of cardio and everything. I thought I was going to have the body of a god. No one told me I had to do weight training. No one told me I had to lift weights. And throughout my research, I never paid attention to that anyway. I thought I was going to be able to just, have an athletic body without doing the weightlifting and all that. Figure if I lose the weight, my muscles will already be there. I wound up looking skinny fat. One of the most dreaded things after losing weight. If anybody that tried it, that actually made it to the point where they lost weight, that skinny fat thing. So I started going to the gym. Now, I'm going to the gym now, lifting weights actually. So now I'm lifting weights. The body is coming too, but the thing is, I wind up gaining some weight. So me going onto the scale, looking at the scale, and see that I'm gaining weight after maybe 2 months of weightlifting, it bothered me again. Like, hold on, I'm doing. Now, this is another thing. I don't understand that muscle is, I won't say heavier than fat because weight is weight regardless, but muscle takes up less room than fat. So the scale is going up, but my body is shrinking down. And I couldn't grasp the idea that all I was paying attention was the scale. Let me tell y'all this real quick. The scale is not your friend. It is not your friend. It would discourage you or encourage you. The scale is like bipolars. One day it's your friend, one day it's not. So the scale, you got to go by how you fitting your clothes and what the pictures are saying. Yeah, do that. Take a lot of before and after pictures, a lot of during pictures. It'll motivate you because the scale sometimes is not the best motivation. Well, anyway, I was lifting weights. I got a decent body at the time, but always had a lot of fat still on top of the weight because I was 240 pounds, about 240 pounds lifting weights. Now I'm supposed to be 180 pounds. I'm still 60 pounds overweight, so now I'm adding more to it. The muscle getting bigger, but the body still see a bunch of fat. It's not defined. Long story short, I stopped working out. I think I wound up getting another job or something. I wasn't working out as much as I wanted to. Now that the decent looking body, even with the fat, started fading away. I'm doing everything I can. Diet this and diet that, yada, yada. Eating my 6 meals a day because they tell you got to eat your 6 meals a day or 5 meals a day to maintain this and that, this and that. Everything doesn't work for everybody. I tried a lot of diet plans. Fast forward. I wound up finding out about HIIT cardio and how HIIT cardio works, and also found out you trying to lose the maximum amount of weight, as much weightlifting I was doing was probably working against me. So I slowed down with the weightlifting, but I started doing HIIT cardio instead of just regular jogging and running. Regular jogging and running, for a person that's overweight, regular jogging and running won't tone you. You'll lose fat and whatever, but you'll still wind up looking skinny fat. It won't taunt you. So I look towards HIIT cardio now. A trainer told me about the HIIT cardio thing. So I wound up doing the HIIT cardio. And before, all right, so I wound up doing a HIIT cardio. At that time, through months, and I skipped months and whatever when I'm telling you this part of the story. But at that time, I was 250 pounds when I started. This was 2018. I want to say early August 2018. Yeah, early August 2018. I started doing that, skipping, lifting weights, whatever situation might be. 250 pounds at that time. In about a month, I was maybe like 243. And doing the HIIT cardio, but the thing was, I wasn't doing it as much. I was probably doing it 2 days a week. And I was still eating the 5-6 meals a day, but I was more conscious of what I was eating. You know what I mean? I stopped eating meat. That's what I did. I stopped eating meat for that whole time. I probably went about a month and a half without eating meat. And eating meat meaning no steak, no chicken. It wasn't tough, but it just got boring after a while. And I thought I couldn't do without meat and chicken, but I wound up doing it. I mean, red meat, beef and chicken and shit like that. I wound up doing it, though. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It just got boring, and the meals it just too much. Anyway, so, like I said, I did that. I did I was doing that. I got down to about 243. Then, I had to wind up going to Jamaica. I wound up going to Jamaica, not on vacation per se, but I had a situation with a death in the family, so we wound up going to Jamaica. So now I got to Jamaica. I'm on this crazy diet in the States. I get to Jamaica. I was on a seafood diet, and not the seafood diet that you guys are thinking about. I mean like a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. I ain't give a fuck what it was. I ate everything. And me being on a seafood diet in Jamaica, I was there for maybe about 6 days. Is this the tow truck here? No, it's not. About 6 days I was there in Jamaica, and I'm on extremely rough seafood diet. I was going in. Came back from Jamaica at 240. When I was 243 pounds when I went, I came back from Jamaica 250 pounds. And of course, a lot of that was water weight and yada, yada, yada. I wasn't exercising. It wasn't maybe not official weight. And, you know what I mean, going to the bathroom and passing and releasing bowels. I didn't do much of that either. And it might be too much information, but it was a lot of shit built up in me. But, so when I came back, I said I was 250 pounds. Now, matter of fact, I was 248.9 something, and I just rounded up 250. But to tell you, so to move on from that, I didn't hit the gym or go back to working out directly after I came back. I maybe bullshitted another 3 weeks after I came back, and this was like early September, I want to say. So, like another 2-3 weeks, I bullshitted. So around early September, mid-September, I got back, and I bullshitted till about the first week or so of October. So now in the first week of October, it's a guy that I work with, and I see him. This is a guy that, you know what I mean, kind of like, he was overweight in his own aspect of being overweight, and he was complaining that he had a headache. I said, listen, bro, you got to eat. We were sitting in the break room. I said, listen, bro, you got to eat. You probably, the last time you ate, he said, I ain't, maybe been about 24 hours or so. I said, 24 hours, bro? You ain't eating 24 hours? He said, yeah, man, I'm on this water fast. I said, a water fast? What the fuck is a water fast? So he told me what the water fast was. And this is something that you do, that you don't eat for a certain period of time. And I said, how long you doing this for, dude? He said, man, I'm going to try and do 14 days. I said, 2 weeks? No food? He said, yeah. I said, bro, nobody can survive that. Nobody. He said, yeah, people do it all the time. I said, okay, cool. I went home and I looked at it. I got on YouTube, searched this. People actually survive off of that shit. And we do such physical work here at this job. Physical work. I mean, like, we're unloading a truck. We're walking hand carts into the store. We're driving all day. It's physical work. And I mean, like, we're dealing between, I don't know, maybe 150 cases to like 560 cases of merchandise that we got to deliver. And we're touching every last one of these boxes because we got to load the hand trucks and walk them into the stores. So this is some physical ass work. This plus the gym is crazy. But yeah, so I couldn't believe that he was doing it, but he said he was. So, like I said, I came home and I looked at YouTube and I looked at it. People are really doing this shit. People are really surviving. I seen a guy that said he did 30 days. It was unbelievable. The crazy thing is his before and after pictures were crazy. He looked like a totally different person. And the 30 days, no eating food, I cannot, even now, I still can't grasp the idea of that. 30 days not eating food. I think it was one guy on YouTube somewhere. You probably find him. I don't know who it is, but I can't remember who it is. 30 days not eating food. This guy lost about 40 pounds, which was crazy. Anyway, I kept going and looking at people that were doing these challenges. And I started thinking to myself, like, hold on, you thought it was impossible. People are doing it. Maybe you could do it. Then I thought, nah, it's no way. Somehow, some way, I came across a page that someone was doing some type of diet called 1 meal a day dieting. So then I clicked on that, and then, YouTube, all the rest of the shit pops up with the 1 meal a day diet. And I was looking at a couple people with their stories and how they made it happen and whatever, yada, yada, yada. Hold on, my work phone is ringing. Give me a second here. Yeah, so, shit, I don't even know where I left off at. Well, anyway, yeah, I think I might have left off. So I went on ahead and I looked at all the Omad diet and the 1 meal a day shit. And I said, maybe I could try this and see how that works out for me. So I jumped into it. I went on ahead. This was October 6th in 2018. I decided to start. And pretty much what the Omad dieting is, you eat 1 meal for the day. And I mean, you take 1 hour out of the day. Let's say 2 p.m., which is around the normal time that I eat. Around 2 p.m., you'll start eating. You have until 3 p.m. to eat whatever you want. The Omad, it gives you pretty much an hour to eat whatever you want for the day. So between 2 and 3, eat whatever you want. From that point on, you don't eat anything else until 2 p.m. the next day. Pretty much you're going 23 hours without food. Now, that seems difficult as well. And it was difficult. So I started it. And I wound up doing it. And the first 2 days was like hell. When I say hell, I mean hell. First 2 days was like complete hell. Doing this physical job, like I told you guys about, was hell. But it's doable. It is very doable. The great thing about the Omad diet is, for that 1 hour, and this guy calling me again. Give me a second, I'll be right back.